The Lunar New Year is a big celebration for families in China and in many other Asian countries, typically falling in January or February. Today, we will go to China to celebrate Chinese New Year and cook a very traditional food that all the families eat during the celebrations, the dumpling. In Chinese, we call Jiaozi. Chinese dumpling has thousands of years history. There are many types of dumplings across different Chinese cuisines. Traditionally, it is a wheat flour-based dough stuffed with a mixture of meat and vegetables, made in a crescent moon shape. They are usually boiled, steamed, or fried. There are many variations of dumpling in China, with different type of dough, fillings, shape, or cooking process, having also different names. In many other countries, we can also find different kinds of dumplings. In our next video, we will discover a big dumpling family around the world. Today we will make a very delicious and juicy pan-fried dumpling made with very simple ingredients, beef and onion, to welcome the rabbit year. For the first step, we will prepare the dough. You can also buy the dumpling wrappers from the Asian supermarket. To make a perfect dough for pan-fried dumpling, we need a white flour and water. The water should be about 50 to 60% of the flour. I use 500 grams of flour and about 270 milliliters of water. I divided water in two portions, half hot water between 60 to 19 Celsius and another half at room temperature. The hot water can help to activate the gluten in the flour, making the dough more elastic and less sticky, which is perfect for steamed or pan-fried dumpling. Add the hot water to the flour gradually. Gently mix with the chopsticks, then add the cold water. Combine and knead with hand. Leave the dough to rest for about 20 minutes. Knead the dough again and rest for about 30 minutes to 1 hour. Now we prepare the fillings. The ingredients I use today are onion, green onion, and ginger. Normally the dough should be about 60% of fillings. We prepare 100 grams of ground beef, finely chopped ginger, green onion, and onion. Chinese 5 spices or 13 spices powder, salt and pepper. To make juicy fillings, the secrets are to put enough liquid and some oil in the fillings. We will use pepper, anise, and water to make a seasoning stock, then soya sauce, vegetable oil, and the sesame oil. To prepare the seasoning stock, we put the spices in the pot. Then add about 300 milliliters water. When it is boiling, turn off the heat and cool it down to room temperature. Take out the spices and we can start to prepare the fillings. Add the seasoning stock gradually into the meat while constantly swirling the meat in one direction until the meat absorbs all the liquid. Now we add the spices and the soya sauce. Mix them well. For the last step, add the ginger, green onion, and onion to the mixture. The dough is ready. Keep a small piece of dough to make a red plum flour. I add simply some paprika into the dough to give a red color. Cut the dough into half. Make a rope. Cut it into equal pieces. Press each piece into a small disc with the palm of the hand. Use a rolling pin to flatten it into a thin wrapper. The traditional way is to repeat this movement. Roll over the dough forward and backward with right hand, and then rotate it 90 degrees with left hand. To wrap the dumpling, there are many folding techniques. I will fold in very simple and traditional way to form a crescent moon shape. Put the filling in the middle of the wrapper. Then fold over and seal it well to avoid leaking. You can make extra dumplings and freeze them to be able to cook later. With the red dough, I will make a red plum flower. In China, the red plum is usually the first to bloom in spring, and it symbolizes the end of the winter and the arrival of the spring, bringing the hope of new beginnings. The pan-fried dumpling is very easy and fast to cook. Put some oil in the pan with low-medium heat. When the oil is warm, place the dumplings in the pan. Cook for about 3 minutes. Then add 1/4 cup of water and cover it. Cook for about 6 to 7 minutes until the water has evaporated completely. Remove the cover and cook for another 2 minutes. When the bottoms are crispy and golden brown, it is ready to serve. There are also many ways to make the dipping sauce, according to the regional tradition and the personal preference. I will make a simple and traditional one. 1 tablespoon of soya sauce, 1 tablespoon of vinegar, and a half tablespoon of sesame oil. For people who like spicy, you can add some chopped garlic or chili oil. Now it is time to share with the family the delicious dumplings and celebrate the new year. Look at this dumpling. You can see the juice coming out. Beautiful. It is crispy, juicy, and savory. Hope my dumplings and the red plum flower can bring you the good luck and all the best wishes for the new year. Happy New Year! 春节快乐！